Hello, everybody. Welcome to Saturday's live stream. Saturday night, yep. That's why we have the red background today. Saturday is always a red for me. We'll wait for some people to join us, and like we do each night. Hey, Produce, how's it going? What's up, guys? Hi, Raquel, Trini, Linda. How's everybody doing tonight? What's new? What's up, Kika, Makina, Darth, Anna, Geraldine? Hope everybody's doing good. It's not snowing here today, so that's a good thing. Hey, Debro and Lindsay. All right, so I just got back from, I went to the store today, and I got some groceries for my mom. I dropped those off over at her house. They left me some things in the garage, which I told you guys about in the prior stream. So I picked those up. So I do have my vegan cuts box for April, which I'm not going to open it right now. I'm going to open it on the main channel sometime in the next few days. And also my dad left me the VHS tape of that. I guess it might not be Unsolved Mysteries, but I think it's Missing Reward. But anyway, I'm going to watch this because I have not watched it yet. I just got home not too long ago. And I'm going to try to digitize it so I can put it on the computer and show you guys that episode that we were talking about for the true crime. And then he also left me some other things that we were talking about in a prior stream when I was telling you what some of the stuff my dad had made for me when I was a little kid. That game, that cryptography game. This is the original envelope here that he made for us, and it's filled with all the stuff I told you guys about. So maybe we can go through that a little bit later too. He also gave me some pictures. I don't even know what I'm doing here. What am I doing? Do I have a pair of pliers in my mouth? Because that's what it looks like. I'm not really sure, but that's me when I was that old. When I was that old. I don't know what I'm doing. I still don't know. Yep, we got the VHS tape. You just got the Mockingbird Farm jacket. Is it the zip up hoodie like this? Oh, I got my Happy Healthy Vegan shirt on under this. That's you when you were in that old too. Matthew, yes, I'm doing well. Thank you. Hope you are too. Oh, Joseph, do you want to join us tonight, Joseph? We could probably add you in here. Where'd you DM me? Probably on Instagram. Let me see your. Oh, there we go. I have Discord, but I have no idea how to use it or how to bring you in on Discord. But do you have Skype? Because if you have Skype, you can call me there. Yeah. Okay, so let me just open my Skype account real quick. I'll put these on. All right, guys, we'll get Joseph on here in a second. All right, so I just messaged Joseph my Skype name, and hopefully we can get him on here in a second here. Yeah, I'm still trying to get I'm still trying to figure Discord out. I went on there the other day and tried to arrange some settings. I know that everybody was getting notifications no matter when somebody, so I just made it you only get notifications now if you're mentioned in there, which is a lot better. Let's see. You've tried Discord. Roots like a tree. Hey, Chris, love your channels. Thank you for being such an inspiration to others. Thanks, guys. Joseph has a great beard. We all got to shave our beard. We should all do that live, right? We should all shave our beards. Well, if we can get Joseph on here, we'll go ahead and do that. I don't have notifications on my Instagram, so I gotta. Oh, I don't think you even saw that. Yo, Joseph, go to your Instagram. I messaged you my username. I still got to figure out this whole Discord. Yeah, Crispy, I definitely, everybody's been telling me that I got to see the Joker. Maybe I can find it tonight and watch it. I did take your guys's. Okay, so Joseph's gonna, I'll just check back if I don't have notifications on, but I'll check back my Instagram if you need me. But you can send me a message on Skype too. I'm on there, and I gave you my name. So Joseph says he'll probably be on here in like 10 minutes or so. That's perfect. What was I saying? Oh, I watched, you guys told me to watch Parasite on Hulu, and I did, and I really liked it. It was good. You're having issues with your YouTube. That's never a good thing. You would give me a standing ovation, but you're sitting down? Is Josh still vegan? I'm pretty sure Josh has said several times vegan for life. So, I mean, I haven't seen him, but I'm assuming he's still vegan. You haven't been getting my notifications the last couple nights. That's not good. And I don't know. I don't know why that is. It's very discouraging though, for sure. Hi, Wendy. Oh, you just said Parasite is a great film. Oh yeah, you were responding to what I said. Parasite is not what you think. Like when I heard the word parasite, and I'm thinking, oh, it's like a horror movie. Oh, it's got to have like a parasitic monster or be like a pandemic movie. It's nothing like that. And I got to say, when I first turned it on, I'm not opposed to watching movies with subtitles at all. But when I first turned it on, I was like, oh, a subtitled movie. I don't know if I'm in the mood for one of those right now because I got to actually pay super good attention and read everything. But it captivated me right at the beginning, and I'm like, all right, yeah. And then it was a really good movie. I'm glad I watched it too. Yeah, just check it out. It's not a horror movie. It's not scary. It's just a really well done movie. Okay, here's Joseph. The two most important, they're good. Zeke and Indy, they're downstairs right now. Okay, so I'm messaging Joseph right now. We just connected on Skype. I think everything should be set up. I usually try to make sure everything is technical difficulty free before I go live, but we'll see how this works. Okay, so if I can let me call him right now. Okay, so I can see you, but I can't see you on my... Oh, wait. There you are. Hold on. Let's try to... Okay, so you're going to be... If you have your my live stream up, there's going to be like a 9 or 10 second delay. So just mute that and only listen to me. All right, so we have... So let me just fix this so we got the whole green screen in there. I know. I like it like this. I like it that you're big and I'm little down here.
Yeah, I like it.
Can you see it on the live stream?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Is everything sounding fine on your end?
Yeah. What can you guys hear us okay? I can hear him perfect.
We'll wait for that crowd reaction.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for that. Okay, everybody says it sounds great. All right, well then here we go. So for those of you that don't know Joseph is a fellow vegan. He's got a YouTube channel. We recently hung out at Craig's New Year's Eve party and Christmas party?
That's right.
Yeah. So I'm sure a lot of you already know Joseph. So how's it going, man?
Good, dude. I am that's so wild about what happened with your family. How's everything going?
Oh yeah, they're good. It's really weird and bizarre to me. I was really worried at first. For those of you that don't know what he's talking about, my dad tested positive for the COVID a couple weeks back, and my mom was really sick, but she was inconclusive, and then she got a second test and it came back negative. So they're both doing really good. I was just over there tonight. I didn't see them. I just dropped off some food for them. My mom's doing good now. She feels better. And my dad, he just never got sick. So I'm glad that was the case for him.
That's
dope. He's still, to this day, the only person I know that tested positive for this thing. How about you? Are you well? Do you?
Yeah, no, everything's good in Massachusetts. One of my friends in LA tested positive, but he didn't tell anyone until he was all better. So
I can see that. I can see why a lot of people wouldn't want to tell people that they have it. I didn't really care. I went and got tested myself and I was good. I do have a cough, but my test came back negative, and I can understand why because people look at you differently if you have it. They're like, I don't want anything to do with you. And, going to I don't know how it is where you are, but where I am, there's like a mandatory, if you go out in public, you have to wear a mask. So
yep.
I went to the Wegmans tonight, and I actually only saw 2 people there that weren't abiding by the rules and had a mask on. Everybody else had a mask.
That's how it is here too. Yeah, I went grocery shopping, and there's a couple of people not wearing masks, but for the most part, it was just like, I don't know. I'm in and out. It's like a calculated. You go for things, and then you're out of there.
And surprisingly, there wasn't that many people there tonight. And I'm thinking it's going to be jam packed, and I hate that I can't go at like 3 a.m. when nobody's there like I used to. But it was fine tonight. And
have you seen any shortages of things that you like your usuals?
Yeah, it's not so much anymore though. Like now, I think a month into this, I think they're doing pretty well with keeping everything up. But at first, obviously the toilet paper, but the tofu was gone.
Yep,
peanut butter was gone. Flour, just regular cheap all-purpose flour was gone. A lot of that kind of stuff was all gone. But luckily, I could still find my oat milk, and bananas were gone the first day, carrots were gone. But it seems like I found everything I was looking for tonight, and they even had tofu. But I'm not out of tofu. I got about 3 things of tofu. So
someone said ice cream, dude. It's like okay, ice cream, normal ice cream gone, and then it's all like vegan ice cream. fully stocked where I am. I don't know if it's like that for anyone else.
There's a lot of things that are fully stocked that are vegan, and it's like when I go there, I'll see people in there, and I'll just kind of like I'll just kind of like start talking aloud to my friend, and I'll be like, oh yeah, you're gonna want to get this almond milk or this oat milk better than I'll just like say good things about it around people just to see how they react and stuff, but.
Dude, I've been trying since the quarantine. I've been trying new flavors of Ben and Jerry's that not like actual new flavors, but flavors that I never tried, like the Cherry Garcia.
That's
like
pretty good, actually.
They're all good,
What's your favorite? To this day, I think my favorite is still the Netflix and chilled.
You got it.
It's so good,
dude. When we did the taste test, you're like, this is the best one.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way that's true. Like, that's what everyone says about something. And then I tried it and I was like, This is the best one. It's so good.
Have you tried the exclusive flavor from Target? It's like chocolate salted swirl or something.
Yeah. What is the name of that? It's like their almond milk based one, right?
Yeah, they only sell it at Target. It says exclusive on the top.
Yes, I have tried that.
That's like my second favorite.
Those vegan ice creams at Target are so good. They're like $3 too.
Do you have Tops near you?
No.
Oh, because I went there tonight because Wegmans, there was a few things Wegmans didn't have, and my mom wanted some vegan cheese, so we went to the Tops there, and I did notice that the cheese is normally like $5.50 or something. It's pretty expensive, and where I went, it was only $3.99. I'm like, oh, bargain.
Yeah, what Tops? That reminds me. That's like an athletic wear. You know what I'm talking about? Like they make hats and like jerseys or something.
Yeah, I could see that. It used to be called PNC back in the day. And then it got bought out by Tops, and so now it's Tops. It's not my ideal place to go, but if I went to the good Wegmans, the one you went to actually, and
that's the one right next to Hercules, or no?
No, that one's not. Wait, is it? Oh wait. Oh no, you didn't go to the good one. I told you.
Go to the good one.
Okay, you went to the worst one possible. I think we were talking to you about like going to the good one, but no, you went to the other one. So I went to the big one around here, the one that's always has everything, and there was a few things it didn't have, so had to go to Tops.
Wegmans is still better than like 90% of the grocery stores in Massachusetts. I feel like you have to you have to have like everything split. You have to go here for this, you have to go here for that. But Wegmans, even the bad Wegmans I went to was good. So it says something about Wegmans, I think.
Yeah, Wegmans is like a superstore. I love it. I don't know, I've been going there since I was a kid. It's just really awesome.
Hey guys, I'm Joseph.
Yeah, why don't we hear a little bit about you? You probably don't like talking too much about yourself, but
no, it's cool. I'm at your disposal. Anything you need to know.
What I usually ask people is, okay, so you have a YouTube channel. By the way, I saw your last video. Well, I saw the video that you made where you said you're no longer, and I did watch the whole thing. I didn't skip to the end where you said, oh, if you got to this part, but you said you weren't going to do it on your main channel anymore. Right. Are you back to doing it on that channel?
Yeah. I have a YouTube channel, but I had it for a long time. I started my channel not as long as yours. You've been doing it for like 10 years, right? Did you just have an anniversary?
Yeah, my 11-year anniversary.
11 years, geez.
Yeah. Well, that was when I bought. No, wait. So next month will be the actual YouTube anniversary. That was like I thought it up. I bought the domain name, and so now it's something.
Yeah, no, I mean, I started my YouTube channel in like 2013, but it was a Minecraft channel.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And then I just played games, and then I just started doing like really edgy vegan commentary stuff for a little bit, and I think that's where a lot of the people on my channel came, and it was just kind of like sarcastic social commentary stuff, and then it was just kind of like vlogs. That's what it evolved into. I I thought you were Dylan, like Dylan from Craig's channel. That's what someone said.
Oh, they thought you. Oh,
or maybe another Dylan. But um, I've been. Someone said, "How long have you been vegan?" I think it's been over 12 years at this point. I always say 10 years, but then I realized I've been saying 10 years for like 2 or 3 years now.
time flies.
I don't remember the exact time. I was vegetarian before that, but my channel only existed because there was Minecraft, and then there was like gaming, and then there was social commentary, and then there was vlogs that were based around like eating. So that's what I did for the past while, and I feel like my life went through a bunch of changes over the past year specifically, and that led me up to recently not wanting to do any more any more work on my channel. And I was just like, hey, I'm gonna stop doing this. I want to focus on real life stuff. And then a pandemic happened.
Yeah.
And here I am again, because I was just like, I don't know, it just like changes your when it cancels your life, you're just like, oh, like maybe I have time to like reinvent my channel, or like do something different, or just kind of go back to the basics, you know? And I felt the inspiration again to just like share content.
So what kind of stuff have you been sharing?
It's just been, you know, since I came back, it's just been a lot of commentary stuff. I just have been talking a lot, but it is it's very chill. You know, it's always just kind of a rough take on
Just
whatever the video, yeah, whatever topic is happening. But you know, I do like doing vlogs. I think the most fun I ever had on YouTube was making these travel vlogs I did. Like those are the most fun to make, because especially, I don't know if this is the same with you, but do you ever use your channel as like a time capsule, especially in like moments where you're feeling low or something, or you just want to reminisce? You go back and you watch stuff and you're like, oh man, that's such a great memory, or like, I didn't know I was having that much fun at that time until now, or something, you know?
Yeah, and even before YouTube existed, I was always filming and documenting things. It's just, I don't know, to me, I just always, it was like a video diary of my life, pretty much.
Yeah.
Where I could go back, like, here's my entire trip in Germany. Here's my Alaskan trip, you know. You also, for a little bit, you lived out in LA, didn't you?
Yes, yeah. Yeah, I lived out there for like 5 months. And that was just kind of like, I met really great people there, and they're like, come on out. And I was just like, time for the next chapter kind of thing. But I also saw a comment that said, what was your motivation to become vegan? And I had this video up for a while, but I don't have it anymore. I still have an interview somewhere. But my friend Alex, I went on tour with he was raw vegan at the time, actually. And I think I was vegetarian at that point. I think I was just vegetarian because I was like, killing animals makes me feel weird, or like, you know, seeing animals suffering makes me feel weird. So I was just kind of like trying to put that into practice, and I became a vegetarian. And I went on tour with my friend Alex Summers, and he made food exciting, you know? Like, I don't know if you've ever met, maybe you're that person, or if you ever met anyone that makes food exciting. It like changes your mind. It changes your mindset, because my whole life was just like, I don't care about food. It's like, just get it in me. Where does this come from? I don't care. Like, what is this about? I don't care. Just let's pile drive it in the food hole. But he was just like really particular. He made things look nice, and he presented his food. He's like, oh, isn't this like display really cool and really beautiful? Like, look at the portions I have, and you know, this tastes so good. And he was always just really particular and specific about his food. and I was just always like, oh man, that does look good. He made me interested in food. And I think that's kind of what set off the vegetarian to vegan thing. But he was raw vegan a couple times, but he's just vegan in general. And I never even, I think I tried raw vegan once, but it was not for me. I don't know your experience with that.
I did the same thing. I tried it, and it wasn't for me. I stuck with it for about 3 months, and then I was mostly raw vegan for about a year, and I'm like, I can't anymore.
Whoa, for a year?
Well, I'm not saying completely, but the majority of my food was raw vegan, but then I tried to stick with it for about a year before I decided to indulge in some processed foods again.
I don't know how many people do that. I don't know if it's a thing that is.
I wouldn't do it again.
Yeah. It seems like way too rough. I mean, yeah. I just, it was like on tour too. We were like traveling, and he was raw vegan at that time. It was just
that can be really hard.
Just like stopping at every supermarket possible to like stock up on produce and stuff, and like cutting things in the van and like creating a little salad or something. It was just, that must have been like 2008 I was really inspired. So yeah, like 12 years. I think it was 12 years. Raw vegan for 9 months. Okay, that's pretty long too.
I did this. I went raw vegan about 8 years ago, and and I felt really good. But I also felt really good cooking my food. Just as long as I wasn't doing the processed foods, it didn't really matter to me if I cooked it or if I ate it raw. So,
right.
It was all about, at that point, just eating more of a whole foods diet rather than raw foods.
I don't know what the process is for getting in that rhythm, but what Alex told me is that like he's like, food is a full-time job when you're raw,
Yeah.
And
it really is.
And like none of us are designed necessarily for dealing with that, except for if you were like a hunter and gatherer back in the day. But like it is it leaves little room for much else, I feel. But yeah, I don't know, maybe you could talk to someone who's actually been through the process and not just me. But
I do have some friends that are raw vegan for a long time, but I think that's pretty rare. I think I missed out on a lot of things. I went to a couple of expos as a raw vegan, and that sucked. I couldn't eat anything, and I didn't. I stuck true to it. It just it's not the funnest thing to do. So
all those expos are probably being canceled this year, huh? All those food expos.
They already canceled one, and the next one is supposed to be in September, and I mean that's a little bit away, but I wouldn't be surprised if they canceled that one too.
That's a bummer, dude. Those are all LA based too, mostly.
Well, no. The Expo West is obvious. That's the one in March that we just missed. That's out in Anaheim. But the other one is on the East Coast, and every year it's in Baltimore. But this year it's supposed to be in Philadelphia. So, if if it's open and you can go, I would definitely, head it up.
I remember you and Craig were talking about something, too. I don't know if you like talked about it, but you guys had plans to go out that way or something.
We were supposed to go there. Yeah, we were supposed to. We actually rented an Airbnb.
Oh shoot!
To go out there, we missed out on it. They have not refunded us.
Really?
Yeah. A really greedy person.
Yeah, that's the problem with. I mean, even hotels would probably do that now. I bet they would be like, yeah, you already booked, dog. Like, good luck.
Yeah, this person, the company even told her that they urged her to do the right thing and refund us, and she wrote back and said, the company urged me to refund you, but they didn't demand me to refund you, so I'm not going to.
You think, okay, so people think that hotels would refund you for sure, but
Oh yeah, I think a hotel would.
I think that they give you like a window for a refund.
Yeah, but this is like
Usually.
something that has not happened in 100 years. So it's not in the policy anywhere. And
Yeah,
because
that's
of that, they're most companies are refunding people because they understand what they're going through. And this was at the very beginning of it too. I still haven't been refunded for my plane ticket. So
yeah. I heard that's a crazy problem. Like people are just not getting refunded. They're getting vouchers or something.
Yeah, but the problem with that, I wouldn't mind a voucher, but the problem with that was they said they'd give me a voucher, but I would also have to pay $200. And I'm like, well, why am I paying $200? Just give me my money back, And
they're getting that bailout money too. Dog, damn. I don't want to bring politics into this, but you know what's up.
Yeah, we've never seen this before, so
unprecedented.
I forget what I think I was on United. Okay, so when did you start? So you started when did you start the vegan part of your YouTube channel, going from like gaming? When was the transition to like the vegan part of it?
Probably when I was like into social commentary stuff, I started doing, I transitioned into stuff I knew about, because at that point, I think I'd been vegan for like 6 or 7 years, and there was like a lot, there was a lot of anti-vegan content on YouTube, big at the time, and I don't know. I found a lot of it funny. I never took any of it really seriously. So I like kind of offered my take on it. And then it was very, I don't know. It's still, YouTube, it creates rifts no matter how agreeable or disagreeable you are. But it is interesting because that, like all my takes on, I think the first like actual vegan video I ever did was, there's a song called I'm Vegan by Misha. Have you ever heard that?
I don't think so.
It's just like this kid, Misha. He's an internet sensation. I don't know, he's like some sort of Eastern European country or something, but him and his family would make songs about memes a lot of the time. And he had this song called I'm Vegan. And it's still a banger, classic.
I'll have to look that up.
And I did a reaction video on it, and that was like the first time I ever got over 10,000 views. And I was like, "Whoa! Like people are watching this." And in that video, I got like a bunch of comments to be like, "Oh, react to this video, react to this video, react to." I was like, "Oh, cool! I'm like a reaction channel, I guess." So I like took some suggestions, and that's also the same time I learned about Filthy Frank and his, have you ever seen that video? The I'm like, I hate vegans video that he did?
No. Filthy
also
Frank,
a classic.
I don't think so.
Also a classic. So I reacted to that video, and that video within the first like 2 weeks got like 200,000 views. And like so much crazy stuff happened. So like my channel right after that was on trending. I was like picked for, how they spotlighted creators and stuff. I was on that.
They don't do that anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like end of 2016, it was just like, it blew up. And yeah, I just got thrusted headfirst into this whole world that I had no idea how to deal with, because I just thought I was making like simple, funny videos. I didn't think too much about what I was saying, and everything was, it's YouTube. Everything's picked apart. Everyone tries to find an error. Everyone tries to tear you down.
It wouldn't be YouTube without that.
I know, it's just like the most simple stuff, even, like I really, I was really interested in the whole video you did about going to get tested.
Oh, I got torn apart on that video. And all I
Yeah,
was doing was showing what I was doing.
it was so weird. Like, you know,
Yeah.
there's so many things like that. It's just like YouTube. I don't get you, YouTube.
Has it
Why do
made you, like, for me, it literally, this has been happening for years, ever since I got in front of the camera, but, like, I always noticed that, like, I'm trying to, like, not make any mistakes, or, like, oh, wait, people are going to pick this apart if I say this, so I got to say it like this, or, oh, I can't have this in the scene or that in the scene, or I got to, you know, just because people, I don't know, and Craig's even mentioned this before. He said, you know, I don't understand. You get picked apart for everything. Like, I don't get picked apart for half the things that you get picked apart for.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, I think a lot of the times that when people hear you just decide like a morality stance or just like a way that you want to live, they look for the cracks or what they see as cracks in the foundation of like, oh, you have a plastic cup in the background. Like, how could you possibly think you're vegan? You know,
you're using napkins.
Yeah, napkins. You know, it's just the stuff we talk about at Craig's parties.
Yeah.
You know, like how we're just like, there was a paper plate next to that vegan cake.
That's a video that we should totally make, is like just like a spoof of like all these things.
we were totally brainstorming this.
You're holding your mask upside down. Like, why would you do that? You know that you're wearing it wrong.
It's just funny. It's funny to me that, like, you know, even sharing like very useful information, you know, a lot of the time on YouTube, like, oh, this pandemic, this virus is personally affecting me, and this is a documentation of me going through it, and people being like,
you're doing it wrong.
You're doing it wrong. It's
yeah.
This is traumatic, dude. Like, please.
I didn't, especially since in that video, like, you know, a lot of people would keep this. I'm very like open about like my life, and a lot of people wouldn't even have admitted it. And I had to get permission, but you know, they were okay with it. And I told people that my dad tested positive for this, and people are still ripping me apart. And it's like, you know, I didn't make this video to argue. I just made this video to show you guys what, you know, documented through my eyes, you know, and people were still ripping me apart. I don't get it.
Yeah, no, that is the YouTube way. I mean, it, like, you know, me and you have talked about this candidly, like just at Craig's and stuff, and we're just saying how something so simple can become such a big problem with YouTube. It's blown out proportion. Like someone in the comments said, like, everyone's an expert. You know, it's like it's so hard to kind of even just live your life and show personal aspects of it, because everyone has an opinion about it after. And I think that was part of my YouTube channel experience, is that at some point I was like, I don't like sharing my personal life anymore, or like I don't want to do it right now because I feel fragile, and I don't trust the viewers to be like delicate with me, you know. Like, I don't trust anyone to leave all these like comments saying nice things and being encouraging or nice, you know. I expect like,
yeah,
you look stupid, or your beard is homely or something, you know,
right? Or like, even worse than that, you and I were both the subject of Sverage's video in the same video where he's tearing us apart, and it's like, do I even like respond to this, or do I? It's ridiculous. Yeah, there's people out there. I think I have like 5 or 6 videos like that about me out there by different people.
Yeah, that's. You know, I think there is something to be said too, though. Like, you know, you're more of a public figure for like how veganism works. I think it's like easier to attack you in a lot of those senses, because you're like, you show so much of your personal life and stuff.
I do, yeah.
And like it's just like, here it is, a long time vegan thriving, and I think a lot of people are just very threatened by that idea because they're like, no, I saw this other guy who did it for a year who didn't last. And, you know, you're a target because you stay the course and stuff. So it's I don't know. It's YouTube. I don't know. It's YouTube culture is like, it'll go down to history. There'll be like history books 100 years from now. It's like you could like anonymously harass people online at some point in history. It's like, what? Why would you do that?
Like, yeah, I feel like half these people, like if they met you in person, nobody would say the things that they say on YouTube. And it's always the people that really attack you on YouTube, and you go over to their page and they have 0 subscribers in their private account with no videos.
I think that's the interesting thing you just touched on too, is that seriously, like call out a hater or meet them in real life or talk to them like a normal person, and they are not a hater. You know, it's their whole entire view changes because you make this human connection, and then people forget about the human connection. They're like, think that they're separated from a computer screen to a person. But a lot of times, like, you know, with creators like us, where we have like these people in the chat right now, hello everybody, like you're here because you're interested in this type of thing, and we see what you say, and we appreciate what you say, and we have like some sort of relationship or some sort of connection. So it's like when we have stuff like this, it's like when someone comes in from the outside, it's like they crave that. If they're going to like attack you or something, they are craving community. They're missing something. So they're like making up for it, you know? And I really do believe, long story short, I do believe that like it is just the human connection that is lost. Like you just say, hey dude, why would you say something like that? Or, hey dude, like what's going on with you? You want to talk about, they're there talking to you right away. I've met people who've said awful things to me in comments that I've remembered that they didn't think I remembered. And they're so nice to me, you know, and we talked. But it's just like, that's what it is. It's the disconnect of the screen and stuff. Maybe it will change.
Well, so when I first started my channel, like obviously I got way less, you know, views and comments than I have now, and it's pretty impossible now. But back then I would respond to every single comment that I would get, you know. But now I have way too many videos to do that, so I try to just stick to the most recent videos. I remember I was always positive and nice to everybody, and I remember some troll came in and I forgot what they said, but they said something really mean and stuff, and instead of like, you know, going back and forth in a fight, I was like really nice to them and asked like, is there, you know, a way that we could change your mind or help you out or something? And they're like, damn it, I tried to start a fight with you and you came back at me with that, man. I gotta subscribe now, man. I respect you, you know?
Yeah, I think it's just, yeah, it's really trauma based. I don't know. It's also just bad habits. Just like you release energy just like you would in real life, like when you're on your computer. And if it's like, if you're harboring a bunch of like bad energy, it's gonna relate in your comment section or what you do, the type of thing that you create. And I don't think people realize that. Maybe they eventually do, or maybe they don't. But I think it's just the release of energy, whether it's good or bad. And you can see where a lot of people are in their lives, I think, by what content they ingest and what they say. But it's you know, it's driven me crazy. It's driven every YouTuber crazy. At some points the comments get to you, man. It's like,
yeah, I mean, no matter how good you are and how thick your skin is, there's certain comments that just like, it's like, really? Like I remember when you know my channel, so at the beginning I wasn't the one in front of the camera. I was the one behind the camera.
Yeah.
And when I finally, you know, got out there, I was pretty insecure for a while. And, you know, just, you know, every time, like I remember putting up a video, you know how it is. You work so hard on a video, you know, you put a lot of time into it, a lot of thought into it, you edit it. It took a long time, and you finally get out there and you're so proud. And then the first comment you get is just this horrible, awful comment. Yeah. Like, I mean, I've turned my whole computer off and been like, all right, I'm done. And just went for a long walk and just being like so bummed out because here I am trying to put content out that I'm trying to, put a smile on somebody's face or help somebody. And the first comment I get is like, who the heck is it? This guy's not even funny. Get him off the channel. Like, get the other guy back or something. And it's like, I'm sorry that I'm me and I'm not somebody else. Like, it's just, I don't know.
No, but that's it too. It's like if you just replied to that person, just what I've seen across YouTube is just like you reply to that person. You go, hey man, what's going on? Like, oh, hey, what's up? Like, why would you say something like that? They're like, oh, haha, thanks for replying. Or like, I didn't, just memeing. Good. And you're just like, yo, man, like your words have consequences. I don't know what to say. Like, just maybe try to think about what you say before you say it. It's so easy to say something angry and mean, but it's like it's better for everyone if you would just like stop, think about it before you say it. It's hard. It's hard because YouTube really rewards that type of behavior too. And maybe they don't so much with monetization anymore, because we were talking about this too. Like, I think that a lot of like social commentary videos are just being completely like demonetized, right? Like at this point, you can't really critique stuff on YouTube if it's not like in a
really fun, nice way.
Exactly, right?
Yeah, you're going to demonetize for just about anything these days. I've noticed that I'm getting more views on my videos and making less and less and less money for them.
Right.
So it's like, I'm thinking I'm getting like a banging video that's got a lot of views and it's doing nothing. And then if it has anything to do with current events, which I won't say what those are, which I think I've already said earlier, it gets demonetized there too, because they think it's controversial and you can't talk about it. And now I don't know if you've seen this. I don't know if your channel has this, because this channel that I'm on now doesn't, but my main channel does. And in fact, you know what I should start doing? Maybe I should start when I actually have guests on the show, is going on the other channel. But there's an option to say whether it should be monetized with certain things. So they want you to be honest and upfront with your own content so they can trust you now. And it says something like, does this have any like harsh words in it, like swearing and stuff like that? And it's like, no, it doesn't. Does it have any like minor bad words, like the word, I won't even say it now because I read that, but the thing that beavers build, or the opposite of heaven, if you can't say those words now, or it's your content might not be monetized.
Yeah, that's wild. I don't know how I mean, I see the reason why a lot of these things are in place, because there was a lot of miserable stuff on YouTube that was, getting like Coca-Cola ads before. Not to say Coca-Cola is great or anything, but getting just big name brands in front of these conspiracy theories about wild stuff. But I think that in that general sweep, they swept a lot of channels like ours under the rug with it.
I feel like that happened to our channels, yeah.
And it's just funny. At some point, like someone deemed vegan like not monetizable. Like someone consciously did that at YouTube headquarters, because there was at least that time. I don't know what it was, like 2018 for me, or even early 2019, where it was just like, if I put vegan in the title, I got that green, or I got that yellow. I got that yellow sign.
Like only monetized on some content. I actually thought that at one point, like the word vegan was being like shadow banned, and that was affecting me. And there's nothing I could do because my name is the Vegan Zombie.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't even know if I can say certain words. I was going to say I'm screwed either way.
I don't really run into those problems now. I did stop saying vegan a lot in my description and my title. because I've had like a range of content on my channel, but I did stop saying that a lot. But it still does seem a lot different than it did a year ago. Like you were just saying, you get a certain amount of views, you expect a certain amount of ad revenue, and then it's not the same years later. And you're like, okay, well, what did change? It's not inflation. I would be getting more, like.
Yeah, there's something to it. And it sucks because there's people like us that have, built up to the point where, like, at least for me, I don't know your situation, but I do this for a living now, so I expect to be able to make an income so I can keep doing these videos.
Right.
Well,
it's yeah, man. It's really interesting. I'm perplexed by it when I'm not mad about it. I'm interested in why this is happening. I mean, especially around that time where I'd write vegan in the title and I'd click private and it'd be like, bam, yellow demonetization sign. And I'd erase the word vegan, click private, bam, green. Like, it's okay.
That's really weird to me. And that's not cool that they're shadow banning the word.
YouTube must be.
Because that's what my channel is about. I'm not going to I don't want to hey, it's the plant-based plant-based zombie. No, it's the vegan zombie for a reason.
Plant-based zombie. I don't know. That sounds pretty okay to me. It reminds me of that mobile game that I can't think of.
Plants versus
there you go.
Zombies versus plants or something.
Yeah, I thought it was more clever than that, but I guess it's not. All right, I need a coconut water raspberry lime refresher.
Do it. So I saw that comment. So somebody said, I think Darth said that vegan cheetah no longer exists.
Vegan cheetah?
Do you remember him? Happy Healthy Vegan. Bam.
I don't know. I've never heard them.
He was a troll.
He was a troll?
Yeah, he was the one that said you can eat meat on the weekends and still be vegan.
Nice. Yeah, I've never heard of him.
Well, I don't think he's dead, no. I think his channel doesn't exist, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, there's I feel like I knew about other vegan YouTubers around the same time I got I don't know. I think I fell very easily into this sort of friendships with you and Craig and Sarah's Vegan Kitchen, and Hot for Food for a little bit. But you guys are all just people, we're just friends. I don't know. It's just it's easy, but I really do feel there was around the time I didn't know about any vegan channels when I first started talking about vegan stuff. And around that time, the channels that I was ingesting, I was blown away by, because you take seriously, just from an alien's perspective, you come down to Earth as an alien and you're I'm plant-based, whatever. I don't eat other life forms. I eat da-da-da. And then you show them a vegan YouTube, the most popular vegan YouTube video or something, especially vegan drama stuff. And how would you react to that? If you don't know about the culture, you don't know about how this is kind of just a YouTube culture, it's weird. It's totally.
Yeah, there was a lot of drama in it, and I felt like it sucked because the people that were really talking about the true vegan things were, very, very little views on their channel. And
yeah, I mean, it's just that's part of, right? That's part of how people ingesting media. It's just drama-based stuff.
That's what sells. That's what people want to see. It's I can't believe people are watching some of this stuff, but the quality stuff gets no views. It's
right.
Just weird. weird to me.
But
and a lot of those people aren't even vegan anymore. So,
it's interesting too, the whole entire thought process behind bringing in these like the drama channels get the most attention. I'm not necessarily even saying like there's anything wrong with them. They're entertaining, at least. I think a lot of people take them so to heart too, and I think a lot of those people don't actually care. It's just because I feel like I've personally been there where I've done videos or said things about things I just don't care about. It's just like, I'm making a video, I'm riffing on something. It's a take. But it is like, it's weird to be wrapped up in that vegan aspect of it. It's like throwing that onto it is somehow that's how this word got shadow banned. Like people were like, you and others were like, and me were suggesting that it might have. But it is like, like when I first started getting into that vegan content, I didn't know about these other channels. So when I saw them, I was blown away. I was like, whoa, what is going on? Like, why are these people so wild and like fighting about this stuff that I don't even know about? I feel like I don't even know what's going on, but there were so many videos like that. And I think that's probably the type of channel that you were just describing with that person who's not even a channel anymore. I think that there was just like a bunch of those because it was just like,
that dude was just bad. I mean, and I don't like to talk badly about everybody, but like he had never met me. I'd never said anything about me. And he had like, I actually have it. Somebody sent me it, but I have clips of him talking so badly about me with no evidence to back his claim other than the fact that I'm just some vegan with long hair. That was his excuse against me, trying to call me part of the vegan elite. And it was a senseless, mindless rant about me.
Right.
But yeah.
So there was a video is what you're saying.
Well, he was live and somebody screen captured it and sent it to me. So I have it on my phone. It's just I can't play it because he drops the F-bomb a couple times.
Right.
But I'll send it to you afterwards. I'll send it to you on Instagram if you want to see it. It's like 12 seconds long. It's funny, actually. But he used to live here in Syracuse with me and Craig. And Craig actually met him before in person.
Whoa.
Yeah. So he was mad at first because he went to like the Strong Hearts and saw that my cookbook was there. And he just started like ripping on me for having like over 100,000 followers and being some vegan in Syracuse on YouTube. And it was just all hateful. I don't know. So
it sounds like the relevancy timeline of that really dipped off towards the end, right? Because
he made it big on like I don't know what it was. It was like TMZ or something as like a vegan drama channel, and he loved that, But then he started getting sued by everybody. I don't know the details, but some girl was suing him for.
Dude, can you just make a YouTube vegan documentary, kind of like in the same vein as like Tiger King, and just totally sell it to Netflix?
That would be funny.
There's so much content here. Only if someone
life of a vegan content creator. Yeah,
or something. Are all these videos online? Can we just go and download them and like use them for free use because it's a documentary?
I mean, probably. Fair use, right?
It's gotta be.
He's done some crazy things that I've heard through some people that knew him.
Vegan Tiger King.
Vegan Tiger King. It's just like stuffed animals. I actually met you at the Vegan Dale in New York City, and that was like what, three years ago, maybe?
Yeah, that was great.
That pizza was so good,
dude. That was such a great day. Like, in general, I felt like that was the most fun I ever had at one of those things. I don't really like going to those things, and everything was great.
Yeah, so I always hate going to big events like that. But then once I get there, I start to have fun, and that's kind of. I went down there with Craig and his sister. I think think that was it. Yeah, just me, Craig, and his sister, and we met up with you there. Yeah, that was fun.
I've that's the first time I ever met So You're Dating a Vegan too, and
Yep.
Duncan and Liz. Like, I love them so much. Do you know much about like Duncan's career?
No, I don't know anything.
Really?
Yeah.
He made a movie that I cannot remember the name of. Duncan Skiles, I think his last name is. But he made a movie with some like pretty decent actors. It was a great movie. He like directed it.
Film director Duncan.
Yeah,
that's him. Film director.
That movie is like a suspense thriller. You'd probably dig it, man. I really liked it. He's like a amazing cinematographer.
The Clover Hitch Killer?
Yeah, the Clove Hitch Killer.
The Clove Hitch Killer, yeah. Oh, I didn't know that, but I do have a video from way back in the day, 7 years ago, and we're at the New York City VegFest. I was with John. This is before people knew I was involved with the Vegan Zombie, and he came over when he was brand new at YouTube, and he's in my video interviewing John.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Duncan, he's a great interviewer too. Like I don't know, I love his videos, man. He does such great work.
I did not know that. That's pretty awesome.
He's working on like a new movie too that I don't know like too much of the details, but also, do you watch Red Letter Media? Do you watch those guys who review films? Maybe anyone in the chat does. They reviewed his movie, The Clove Hitch Killer, which is huge. Like, I freaked out because I consume their content like every time they release a video on YouTube. I like go straight there and I watch it, and they reviewed Duncan's movie like just on random. It was completely random.
That's awesome. Yeah.
But
was it a good review? Is the movie good?
Yeah, they loved it. And they like mention him. I think I had like one of the higher rating comments on that video too. I was like, he has a YouTube channel, like, So You're Dating a Vegan, and but I'm like, no one knows about it, but this is what it is, and some people like upvoted it and stuff. But it was really cool. Also, I wanted to say this is the first thing on my mind, Chris, when I came in here, and someone said it in the comments, and I want to bring it up. Everyone's talking about Big Josh Vegan, and he is like such a driving personality. I feel like you featuring him on the channel like brought a lot of joy. You know, I feel like he's a really interesting person. I'm like, he was living with you for a bit, right?
Yeah. Yeah. He went vegan, and like, I mean, that's living proof that you can reverse your diabetes, because he did just that, you know, in a few weeks.
Dude, I really enjoyed those videos.
Well, I wanted him to. He had to work that night, but I wanted him to come over and meet you and everybody over at one of Craig's parties we were at, but it didn't end up happening. Were you invited? I'm sure you were invited, but were you going to go to Craig's birthday party bash?
Yeah.
That would have been it. We would have all like hung out there, but
rip.
Stupid virus.
Rip.
Somebody, John wanted to know if either of us have watched The Platform. I have watched The Platform. I thought it was pretty good. Did you watch that? It's new on Netflix.
No, I haven't. What's it about?
It's a horror movie.
Oh, okay.
And it's a platform of food that goes there. These people are like in a weird futuristic prison, and there's two people to each floor, and there's unlimited amount of floors. Nobody knows how many floors there are, and this table of food goes down from the top, and it's like the best food for the people at the top. And as you get lower and lower, they get like what the other people didn't want and everything. But it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what I thought of Josh too is afterthought too. You know what I thought of Josh is that Josh is your Mike. You know, like I felt that right away. I'm like,
except for he's like twice as tall as Mike.
That's true. Yeah, it's like opposite heights here. But it is like, I don't know. I really do feel like this a lot of times on YouTube channels where two people connect in this like filmmaker, like actor / like content creator, like all these pieces fit, right? Where like you can create a dynamic that seems seamless, but there's a lot going on. And I think about this way too much because like with me and Mike, like Mike is a main character on my channel. He's not me.
How long have you known him?
I've known Mike since 2003, but we didn't get close until like probably like 2013 or 14. But we like, you know, we have this relationship. I think you can probably see
just
this.
To clear this up, Mike is not Mike the vegan. Mike is, I'm assuming, your best friend.
Yeah. He's my friend on my channel. We've done so many videos together. And the reason why he's on my channel is because I bet him he couldn't go vegan for a week 5 years ago. And he's been vegan ever since.
That's awesome. And that was what, 6-7 years ago?
Yeah, it was like 5 or 6 years ago. Yeah.
Awesome.
But he, like, you know, on my channel, I feel like the dynamic is, it's just like, it's set up. It's a working machine. Sometimes, I'm not saying it always works, but this thing happens when you are creating videos, and especially when there's like such a strong personality you're working with. Because I see Big Josh has a strong personality. Same with Craig and his mom. Like his mom is such a big personality, and like, and we are the people who, with the channel, with the camera, with the editing, and we like know how we look for those special moments. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn here. I'm just literally like trying to break this down.
I get what you're saying.
Exactly. Like, it's like what you see when it all comes together is this like culmination of like how it is working as like a director with actors. And that's how I actually feel, you know, like it's like you kind of like make this thing happen, tapestry of the right clips and such. It seems so complex, and like I am actually tooting my own horn, but it's like Mike says it perfectly, I think, and this is his own words. He says like, people are like, Mike, you're so funny, interesting, stuff like that, like make your own channel. And he's always like,
Josef makes me look
yeah, he's like Joseph makes me look that way, or like he does the work so you guys see.
No, it's true. It's totally true, and I'm also not trying to toot my own horn. But if you took the clips of my videos of all of my past, of me making videos with John or Josh or whoever, and you looked at all the unedited stuff, you need to find a way to make that come together, because that's going to be pretty boring to watch.
Right.
But if you can make that all come together with different clips and you know, whatever you're doing with the, you know, music or funny things that you put in there, and it all comes together at the right time. Yeah, I get what you're saying, because it is a talent to be able to do that. It's
like, you know, the format, like we know the format, right? We know how to deliver the content as quickly and as effectively as possible. And then we have these people with us who are just like naturally strong personalities, and then we like connect, and it's like that simple, you know. And that's how I like personally, that's how I feel about Mike. And like sometimes I see it in other channels and I go, hey, is that person your Mike? You know, like, is that, because
Yeah.
I'm always like juggling with that in my head, you know, like, is this what is this relationship like? How can I flush it out the best way possible? I don't really like the term puppeteer. Not like I'm making them dance or anything.
Puppeteer for my video.
I mean, sometimes I do make Mike do really weird stuff.
You better
But
Kanye West it. That's what Trini says.
It isn't. I mean, it's just a symbiotic relationship. That's all it is.
No, I get it. Like when I used to do videos with John all the time, we got to the point where we knew what each other was gonna want from the video. Like if he did something and he knew that I was gonna want him to do it, he goes, "Oh, hold on, I'll do it again." I'll be like, "Yeah, you got it," and he would know when I would cut one scene to go over for another different angle or something like that. Like we were so on the same wavelength when we were filming.
Right. Yeah, no, that's part of it. It's like you need to have someone like that.
It's hard because for me, it's like he kind of drifted away and I'm like, wow, if I don't do something, I'm going to lose everything I worked for. So I kind of threw myself into the mix and just, I said, you know what, if I don't have to rely on anybody but myself, then I can continue to make videos anytime I want.
Right.
And, but it's a lot harder because now I'm not making the videos I used to make because I'm not behind the camera anymore. And that's what sucks. But the good thing is I can rely on only me, you know?
Yeah, no, I feel that way too. Like a lot of the time I'm like, oh, it's good to just be the only person who you know you're going to do the thing, you're going to be there on time, you're available, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, like, but when it does come to these like other people like that are the side guys, I guess people are calling them. Like side guys are cooler a lot of the times, says Kika. Yeah, it's totally true, and it is also like part of the magic that's happening behind the scenes too. Like all these people would probably just say themselves, but it's just a symbiotic relationship. Like when something is funny, when someone is doing something that you're enjoying, there's people behind it like making it interesting too. It's like it's a production, but it's like just backtracking to Big Josh Vegan is like, you know, he has kind of that
just real quick, people are looking for your YouTube channel. I just linked it in there, guys.
Okay. Yeah, he just has that. He's got that big personality too, and he's very personable. You know, like he's just one of those types of people that I always look at and I go, how does this person do it? You know, same with Mike. I look at Mike and I go, how does this person do it? How are they so laid back and easy with their words or something? You know, it's something to be celebrated. We're lucky to have people like this in our lives. I feel
it's always good to find somebody that just has what you're looking for you know, being on camera.
Yeah, and they like it. They like it too. You know, it's like you just let their personality shine.
And something I don't know where I heard this, probably like some YouTube channel trying to give advice and everything, but they're right on it. They're saying like if you can introduce more personalities that are like recurring personalities in your stream, then somebody's gonna see somebody in there that they really like, that they want to keep coming back for more, you know. And I'm always introducing new people, you know, whether I see them once a year or like once a week, or, you know, go visit my parents or whatever it is. I'm always trying to put more people than just myself in my videos. Actually, I don't really always like making videos with just me in it. Sometimes those are when I have nothing else to do. I'll shoot a video of something I feel like saying at the time.
Right. Yeah, no, I think it brings so much more to the production. I mean, I spent a lot of time making videos solo, and that's why like Mike's my go-to, is because I'm like, this person doesn't mind, because I don't know if like anyone else I'm going to be around minds. Um, but it is really it's really great. And same with, Craig's channel. He's mentioned it on his channel a lot of the time. His like Hercules, like that's kind of his creation too, right?
Yeah, Craig created both of them. Yeah.
Yeah, like he has the eye. You know what I mean? Um, he saw something interesting, and he like introduced like his family, also characters, to a wide audience. And there's so much that goes behind this. There's so much that goes on behind the scenes with that. That is just it's wild. I great family, really,
A
really
whole
nice.
bunch of personality in that one.
Yeah, I mean, also, yeah, he lucked out with like a really genuine family too. It's not every day you see people that get along that well in a family.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The channel is the main reason that helped them get a new facility. It brought a lot of business to the business. Brought a lot of business to the business. Brought a lot of business to the company.
Greg makes great thumbnails. Yeah. Does he have like a viewing party for his
Yep,
thumbnails?
yep. Yeah, I agree. Mike does kind of resemble Jack Black.
Yeah, he used to get that in high school, and he has a little Jack Black routine. If you guys have not viewed, if you want to see some of the best Mike content, I personally think it's the vegan road trip we did. It's like,
Is that when you stopped here on the way, or you were gonna stop here but you didn't?
no, we did.
You
We did
did.
stop there. We went to
Strong
yeah, we met
Hearts.
you guys at night at
Strong Hearts.
Strong Hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was wild. That was way too much. But now that everything's locked down, it's like the only thing I want to do is go back out on the road, you know?
Yeah. No, I hear you. It was good to get out of the house tonight, just to go for a drive to drop those groceries off at my parents. And my
Right.
mom and dad. My mom just stood in the window waving. I'm like, Mom, you look like you're a prisoner up there. She goes, I feel like it.
Didn't they sign papers?
Yeah, they did. They had to sign papers. They're okay now though.
Okay.
Their quarantine time is, they can go to the store, but I figured, just stay home. We'll bring you something. I did, Joseph. Talking to Joseph Michael in the chat. I did see Dude, Where's My Car? That was a while ago though. So, have you seen that
Classic.
movie?
Classic.
Yeah. The thumbnail live streams are over on Noah Craig's channel. Every time he does a new video, he'll do a thumbnail live stream where he'll talk about his thumbnail. Josh hasn't been living here lately, so
Yeah, it's hard. It's also hard to introduce someone to your channel, and their life changes, and then you're like,
yeah.
I
It was like an everyday thing, and now it's like, oh,
it's like, not, I can't really indulge personal information about this.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
if he's not here, it's, he's okay. He's
Yeah.
okay. That's all you say. He's doing just fine.
Oh, anybody have any other questions here for Joseph?
Oh, I'm here. But not for much longer. I have to pee. at
Oh,
some point, people.
if you got to go take a pee right now, you can go do that.
Now, I'll wait. I'll wait. Oh yeah, I streamed earlier today, and I said that I got a Gardein meatball,
Yeah.
and this one particular meatball was real messed up. It was full of fennel seeds. Like there's like 20 inside of it.
Way too many that it was like a mismatch.
It was.
They
It
messed
was.
it up.
They messed up, dude. It was. I'm just eating spaghetti, Gardein meatballs. Oh, this is cool. This is chill. Then crunch, and I was like, "What was that?" And I like pull out half of the meatball, and there's like
Too much
so
fennel.
many fennel seeds.
That's why I like the Trader Joe ones a little bit better.
That's what people in chat were saying too. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like those. Those are the better ones. I don't like fennel.
Yeah, too much of it. I could see that one. Somebody wanted to know. Shally wants to know if Craig's family business is a vegan bakery. No, it's a vegan candy store. Been in the family for over 110 years, so they make all kinds of candy. Joseph, I didn't know. Did you have a Blink 182 cover band?
Yeah. Yeah, we've played a couple of shows.
That's awesome. What do you play? Are you the singer?
No, I played guitar.
Okay.
I had two friends. One specifically that could imitate Tom DeLonge perfectly. So
That's awesome.
no use for me.
All the small things.
Yeah, we ran the gamut with the hits for sure.
That's awesome.
We were trying to do a Green Day cover band after that, but kind of fell apart.
No, Hercules Candy is not exclusively vegan. They do have some vegan candy there, and you don't have to worry about cross contamination because it's a vegan family that made it. So, any movie or music trivia tonight? You know what? I don't know. Joseph, do you have a favorite movie, or are you just one of the people that you like all kinds?
Well, we did. It's not a movie per se, but we did kind of touch on Star Trek a little bit when we were talking Craig's.
Oh, we were talking. Yeah, the my favorite episode. You knew what it was too.
But I would say my favorite movie, my favorite comedy movie is hands down Dumb and Dumber.
We were just talking about that the other night too on this channel.
That is.
So,
That's
any
the
particular? Do you like Jim Carrey or Jeff Daniels, or is it just the whole movie altogether?
It's just the movie. I feel like it was just like a.
Now, did you like Dumb and Dumber?
No, I didn't like anything after.
Yeah.
I just they struck gold with that movie. I still think it's the funniest thing ever. Like it's just so the humor so subtle, but also so stupid. Like it's the wide spectrum of like how you can portray humor. But I Dumb and Dumber was the best. It was just it's always been the best.
Do you like horror movies, or are you just a comedy guy?
I don't like consume that much. Like I don't watch that many movies.
Oh, okay.
I see them here and there. I feel like I'm over the years my movie watching has been replaced with just like casual Mario playing or YouTube videos, you know.
What about band? Do you have a favorite band?
I don't. I am more like a song. I'm like a song person.
So you have a favorite song, but not a favorite band.
Well, I have like a favorite song of the moment type of thing. I'm like,
oh, okay.
Like I feel like I have kind of like a band. It's more like I have a feeling of the moment type thing with music. Like right now, it's like getting warmer out, and all I want to listen to is CCR. So I'm just like constantly like cranking different CCR albums.
Is that something like that you liked as a child or something, or is it?
Yeah, I think it's just like a nostalgic
Yeah.
summer thing. But oh man, like Creedence, man, I've always loved them, and the band that I'm like play in, I play drums. We cover a bunch of CCR stuff, and like it's just fun. It's
That's
just
awesome. I've always liked them too.
I love classic rock. Like it just makes me feel good, makes me feel warm inside. But I also just love anything. I like noise music and drone music and stuff. I don't have a specific taste. It's just if it catches my mood, you know.
What so I guess I won't ask any more favorites because it sounds like you're just kind of at the moment, but is there a certain YouTube channel that you're watching that you're liking at the moment?
Huh. I feel like all YouTube channels have like really slowed down right now.
Yeah.
Let's see. What have I really, I feel like that's pretty random too, but I can like pull up something. Let's see if I like go down. Yeah, I'll
Do
just
you like
keep...
Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus?
I'm actually not. It's either you like that song or you don't, and
Yeah.
I'm a dude who doesn't. I'm one of the don't dudes. Oh, has everyone seen the latest JonTron video?
JonTron?
Have you ever watched JonTron?
No. JonTron.
It's good stuff.
That's the name of the YouTube channel? JonTron?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I liked JonTron for a super long time. But his latest Goop channel, like his video on Goop, like Gwyneth Paltrow's like natural healing company Netflix thing, it's so good.
I'll have to watch it. Yeah, I just pulled him up. I don't think I've ever seen him. He's got a lot of followers too, so I'm surprised.
He's been doing YouTube forever. He was a Game Grumps guy. He did like gaming stuff.
Oh, I see what you're talking. The Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop Lab.
Yeah, like his stuff is so good. It's like one of the only like commentary channels I still watch because I feel like it's so well produced. But other than that, I just literally watch people play Mario Maker and like I'm just like watch gamers game. I'm pretty casual with my viewing tendencies.
Oh, well, so what's your vegan go-to meal? What are a couple of the things that you?
I'd say my favorite, like the thing that I feel like I perfected and that I crave like pretty more often than not is my full tofu scramble meal, which includes like tofu scramble made very specifically, you know how it is, with like broccoli and then a really specific kimchi that I like. That's kind of like a spicy kimchi.
Is there a brand that
you know that like tofu brand called like Nasoya or something?
Yeah, Nasoya.
Soya?
Yeah.
They have a vegan kimchi now. And it came out like sometime in 2019, I think. And it's like a spicy kimchi and it is so tasty. And it's so cheap. Yeah. It's like very inexpensive.
I've seen it, but I haven't had that one.
I love it. It's amazing. So like we got the tofu scramble, we got the kimchi, we got like if it's the right bread, there's a local bakery that makes an oat bread that's amazing. I'll get like 2 slices of bread earth balance those suckers.
Yeah.
Then I'll like
You're making me hungry.
I'll half slice the avocado, just like kind of dice it up, put it on top of the scramble, and then like specifically with the potatoes, I don't know how I would go about it, but like if I could, I would dice them up, boil them for a second, and then I would just straight dry fry them or dry bake them.
Do you do it in the air fryer or the oven?
I would air fry it if I could.
Yep. And you can.
And yeah, absolutely. And a lot of times I would put I keep forgetting the name of the brand, but my favorite cream cheese is, I think it's called Go Vegan. Is that what it's called?
The one that you brought to the party?
No, that's Wayfair.
Yeah.
There's another brand called like Go Vegan cream cheese. I'm just looking it up now because Go Veggie.
Oh yeah, Go Veggie.
And then they have a chives and onion, I think.
Yeah.
So good. So good. That is my favorite cream cheese.
Oh, you know what I forgot to buy? I was supposed to make, somebody asked me in the comments or in my Instagram if I could make some of the meals that I made back in the day when I first went vegan. So that's going to be completely absent of a lot of the things we have today. And I was going to do a video on a bunch of that stuff, and I forgot to buy some ingredients.
Oh, you should, what's that mac and cheese that Rhodes End?
Rhodes End, yeah.
Yeah, they're still kicking.
Yeah.
And then you were talking about like those harvest burgers.
Oh man, I wish I could find those. I was looking for them just even to show you guys a picture. I couldn't even find it, but I do have it somewhere in my phone, but I have so many pictures in my phone.
Yeah, that's a good challenge. That's a fun challenge. Like make a meal that you would have made like when you first started going vegan.
Yeah, I think that would be fun because I've already got a few things in my mind that I want to make.
I think mine would just literally be like Rhodes End mac and cheese.
Right there,
and like, you know what I used to eat a lot too is that they still make it, the veggie loaf, the Amy's veggie loaf.
The veggie loaf, like a meatloaf.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I found it. Okay, so this is what... Okay, these are the Harvest Burgers. They were owned by Green Giant afterwards, and then that's what they look like. That's the best I can do for you guys. And they stopped making them. These were so good.
Oh, yeah.
Green Giant.
Yeah, I've seen those before.
And I don't think they were initially Green Giant, but once Green Giant bought them, they phased them out. They bought the company up, phased them out, and now they are no more. But those were around way back when I first went. These were like 25 years ago I was eating these. And they only lasted for a few years, and then they just got rid of them. But at one point I was making like 2 of these per day. And I won't say how I made them because I want to kind of recreate it in one of my videos. But it was super good.
Oh, dude, I already know.
Yeah.
I already feel like I did stuff like that
Probably
too.
the same thing, yeah.
Yeah. Falafel and salad. Yeah, dude, if I had access to falafel video. I would eat that every day.
Falafel was one of the go-to things, especially being vegan, falafel being vegan and everything. There was like a place where we could go way back in the day that we could, buy falafel sandwiches that were vegan.
Yeah, when I was living in New York too when I first started going vegan. Like,
did you go to Mamone's ever?
Down
by NYU?
I don't think so.
By
no.
Red Bamboo? They had the best falafel back then.
I went to like any falafel place. There was a falafel bar where you can make your own.
That just sounds good. Falafel bar.
Sounds
Doesn't
good.
it?
Yeah.
Guys, I'll be right back. I'm going down to the falafel bar.
There's this place called Bliss, I think it was called. It was in Williamsburg, and that was like the first actual vegan restaurant. I think it was actually like just deemed vegetarian, but it was like the first actual vegan restaurant I ever went to, and it must have been like 12 years ago.
So guys, I put the link for Joseph's channel in the description of the video. So after we're done, but there it is again. That's for his YouTube channel. So when all said and done, you can just go to the description and click on it.
I feel like that's a perfect exit strategies talk.
Isn't it? I mean, well, I mean, time definitely flies because it doesn't seem like we've been on for an hour and a half. But
yeah, man, I appreciate being on.
Yeah, any other time, I think there's a lot more we could talk about. So maybe next week or something we can have you back on or something.
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
Maybe you could bring Mike over and we can have Mike in it too.
That's true. Yeah, you should just straight up talk to Mike. I mean, I feel like he's got stories on stories.
He's funny. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, dude. I will bow out now. Thank you to you and your chat. Thanks for hanging with me, guys.
All right, go over and follow Joseph. It's Joseph Lincoln on his Instagram and his YouTube. And give him a follow. Check out some of his content. And thanks again for being on. And I'll talk to you soon.
All right, man. See ya.
All right, later. All right, guys. Skype, quit Skype. There we go. Oops, don't want to do that. All right, so I hope you guys had fun with the guest, and I'm gonna get going too. So if anybody has any recommendations of who else can be on the show, anything like that, let me know in the comments. And yeah, I'm looking to get more guests on the show. So everybody, hey John's Conscious Life. I've been reading a lot of your questions, but I didn't really want to interrupt. So I didn't really ignore you guys, but maybe next time we can answer more in-depth questions. But hope you guys had fun, and I will talk to you guys later.